Hi guys, it's your girl Shay, and today we are going plant shopping. So I'm taking you to Richie's Feed and Seed in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and you guys seem to really love these videos, so join me for some plant browsing. So I went ahead and typed up every single plant name that I could see from the video and their prices, so I hope that helps you. Let me know down below if that does help you. Is the font big enough? Personally, I like to watch these videos because I have a I guess you could say shopping addiction, and I like to just browse for plants. I like to see what's new, you know, the rare, uncommon plants. I like to just go and browse. I try to limit my buying because I have a lot of plants, but sometimes I can't help it. And I know you guys can relate, you know, like you say you're not going to buy anything and then you go out and your shopping cart's full of plants. Like I see everybody leaving Richie's with a whole shopping cart. So if you can relate, comment down below. But I like to go visit Richie's once a week, and I know that sounds like a lot, but I usually go on Thursdays. It's like my rest day from the gym. I like to go, it's a nice stress relief. I don't always buy, sometimes I just go just to see what new stock they have, and by Thursday usually they've gotten their new stock in. Personally, at Richie's, I've just discovered that they have a lot of the more rare, uncommon plants for more affordable, either that they are selling cuttings that they have propagated themselves, or they just have a really good supplier so they can afford to sell these plants for cheap. So I started making these videos because I wanted to show you guys the price range for plants in Ottawa in Canada to compare to your own city or your own province to see where the price range lies. There is some very rare plants here, and I saw it for a steal, and I was like, what? Like, for example, this Dieffenbachia maculata Cool Beauty. I think it's beautiful. I like the fact that Richie's usually sells like the little tiny pots of the plant, so you don't need to buy the huge established plant for these prices. I personally like the mini plant and I like to grow it up to its maturity. I just feel more fulfilled like that. This is another plant I've been eyeing. It's the Philodendron micans, so it's the velvety leaves plant. I don't really like to buy the whole big planters. Maybe you do. They have a lot of these hanging up in the nursery. It's a very nice setup that they do have here. When I did have an issue with root rot from one of the plants that I bought, it was due to the supplier, and they literally gave me a exchange with no problem. So it was just very good customer service. I'm actually friends with a lot of the staff. They know me, they recognize my family. So we definitely have built a rapport. So here is the carnivorous plant section, and these are the plants that kind of intimidate me because I don't know how to treat them and how to care for them. But here's the section that I personally love, so the philodendrons. Philodendrons has become my new favorite plants, and just because they size up very large, and I just love large leaves. So look at these prices, $16.99. This is Canadian. I feel like that's pretty affordable. For me personally, anything $20 and above is just a little too pricey for me. So if I see a plant here that is, you know, definitely more established but expensive, I'll kind of wait till it goes down in price, and usually the staff will even recommend that as well. They would say, you know what, they're going to come down in price soon because they're more available. A lot of plants here, I believe, is due to tissue culture. So tissue culture has made these plants more available, and therefore the price goes down. When I do find some rare uncommon plants here, there's only a few of them, and once they have it, you gotta get it, okay? There's a couple of times where I saw some like pink princesses and some nice beautiful plants, and I was like, oh, I can't afford it right now, I'll just wait till next time. Next time never came because it was gone. Okay, someone snatched that plant up. But here is the Philodendrons Columbia, Philodendron All Choco Red, the Narrow Escape, and I've just been obsessing with these because I can put them on moss poles. So I actually, I'll show you later on, but they have a section where they're kind of rehabbing some plants, and they have them for like 50 to 60% off, and that's where I got mine because they were a little bit pricey. You know, the philodendrons sometimes can get a little bit pricey, especially the ones that get larger. So I just decided to snatch me one up. The Narrow Escape was one that I kind of really wanted, but just seeing how it grows so chaotically, I'm just like, I don't know if I have the room for that, okay? The Philodendron Moonlight, they have it for $8.99. I felt that was so affordable. I've seen people put these on moss poles, and I kind of want to try it. Here's the Philodendron Bob C. Now, this is a rare plant for me personally. It's for $19.99. I went to talk to the staff, and she was telling me that it looked like it had some sort of viral infection because no one was buying it. She's like, this is rare, no one's buying it. Is it variegation or is it a virus? So we're not sure. I don't know. To me, it looked like variegation, but I was not going to chance it. Here is the Philodendron Imperial Red. I have one of these, and the leaves grow in newly red, and they're beautiful. Here are some Philodendron Birkins. These look a little bit reverted. Mine have a lot more white stripes, so the more sun you give it, the more white stripes. So I believe that Richie's gets their plants from a supplier. Here are a few El Choco Reds. We have the Red Congo here, $10.99. That's a really, really good price, and these are large established plants, and I'm telling you, very healthy, never had any pests or any problems from this. There is the Philodendron Silver Sword. I was drawn to this plant just by the unique color. It's a very light, kind of almost bluish green, and I just love it. I have it on a moss pole, and I can't wait for it to size up. Here's another Imperial Red. I just think these philodendrons are just so beautiful because there's so much variety in them. Here's a Monstera siltepecana. So this is a tinier version of the Monstera, and they have these well-established plants, $20 right here. They also have some larger ones established growing on moss poles, so you can get that as well. We have the larger pots here. So this is a Monstera standeliana, and it is a variegated version. So this is $41.99. So this one is called the Cobra, and this thing was just ruly. It was just everywhere. And then the great thing, if you can't afford that, they have the smaller version for $19.99. And I was looking at a few of them because the variegation just looked so good. And all the plants just looked so healthy. They were sizing up very nicely. They were just growing like crazy. Here's an anthurium superbum. I've never heard of this one, but it's $25.99. I know everybody's obsessed with anthuriums lately. That seems to be the prized possession. We have ring of fires here for $12.99. So I actually found two to three of these actually at Canadian Tire for $4.99, and I bought all three. So here's some nice ones for $12.99 with some really good variegation. And that's the thing I like about Richie's, that there's definitely a lot of selection. So, you can select for the variegation, the plant health, any of the plants that are unhealthy, they take them away, they rehab them themselves. If you have an issue, you can talk to the staff. If you have an issue with the care, you have questions, you go talk to the staff. They're super friendly. We're actually all friends now, so it's just a really good community, and I never feel like I'm out of place. I always feel welcome. So here's the Calthea Helen Kennedy. This is $15.99. So did you know that they water these with tap water, regular tap water? And I'm like, how? Because my Caltheas will wilt at the sight of tap water. So I have to do the rainwater thing, but these plants are so healthy. And look at these Alocasia Golden Bones. I actually bought one. So these were 25% off, normally $21.99, and these were huge. I love Alocasias, and the fact that these were so well established, they were big, I decided to get one. Here's the Alocasia Jacqueline, this was the very first pricey quotation plants that I had bought. So I bought it for, I think it was $30. And at the time, this was like a rare plant. It still is, but I definitely got myself one from Canadian Tire for $5.99. And I was just so shocked because this price went down so much. So here's what I really, really love. These little tiny planters, so they either propagate them or they get them these small, but they're $6.99. I think it's amazing because the larger ones is $30. I personally like to buy the smaller versions and raise it up. So I would prefer the price of the $6.99 versus the $30. And that's just my preference. So here is a nice little plant for $6.99. So even though the price is cheap, the quality is there, okay? So Alocasia Red Cooper Secret, I bought one of these, $6.99. It's giving alien vibes, and I love it. Such a great vibe for Halloween. They have a bunch of nice, healthy plants here. You can also get some Hoyas. This is a Hoya compacta for $5.99. And I know these get pricey, so when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, somebody is going to love this. They also have some rehabbed plants on sale. I wasn't sure what this plant was. Let me know if you know down in the comments below, but it just says pink flower. I have no idea what that means, but it's $3.99. I thought this was too cute, cute little planter. So heading back to the philodendron, so this is the Philodendron Chocolate Empress. I got this one for $19.99, and I just thought the leaf shape was so unique. It just looks kind of like it's been cut with a razor, and I'm looking at it right now and it's very happy. Here's some Philodendron Lemon Lime. So these, if you like the neon pothos, you would love this because it's larger leaves, that bright neon color it's just striking, Here is a rare epiprenum aureum lemon meringue. So I actually bought a cutting of this off Etsy, and then right after they end up getting it here. Here is the silver stripe. So the Philodendron Brazil, it has a white stripe instead of like this kind of yellowish green one. I thought it was really cool. So this is a Syndaptus silver satin, and this one I'm iffy about. You guys let me know. Do you guys like this plant? I don't know. I'm kind of questionable. I've seen people put it on moss poles and it definitely sizes up really well. I don't know. To me, it looks like a cartoon drawing. I don't know if I like it or not, but you know, maybe one day. Maybe one day. But yeah, look at all these healthy plants, nice healthy roots in their planters. Look at this here. They've got some hanging planters for like different prices. You can tell this plant was just so happy because it was like trailing down to the other plants. Like they're just living life. You know what I mean? They're on like their nice little vacation. They got their greenhouse, their sun, their water. It's just beautiful. It just makes me happy. Here's some Ficus Chevrana Moonlight. So this is $8.99. I actually have 2 of these for sale on my Etsy shop, and this is $8.99 here. And these just look beautiful. So if you like rubber plants, you might want to try the variegated version. And then here we're going to the clearance section. So here I've picked up a couple of plants because they have a bunch of the philodendrons like the Columbia, the El Chaco Red, Gloriosum, and they have them for like 50 to 60 to 70% off. So I actually got this plant here. This is the El Chaco Red, and I put it right onto a moss pole when I got it. I can't wait for this to size up, so I will definitely be giving you guys some progress shots for that. Here's another El Chaco Red. It didn't have any leaves, but it still had the like growth points and the nodes. Here's a epiprenum pinnatum neon. I thought it looked striking, that color. I actually bought this exact one here, the Philodendron Gloriosum. I got that for 50% off. And here is another El Chaco Red. I just like that they give you the opportunity to buy plants that maybe haven't seen the best light, you know what I mean? And they give it to you for a discount so you don't feel bad. And so if you're looking to buy these, you know, big, well-established plants, but for a more affordable price, Richie's is definitely the place to go. And this is why I continue to go there every single week, because I know I'm gonna find a deal. So if I really want a plant, I'm gonna go to Richie's first, see the pricing, and then I'll go to other shops, because I know Richie's is always gonna have it for the lowest price, and I'm not gonna get, you know, kind of gypped for pricing and stuff like that. I'm just gonna get the best price, you know. And they also have a very good exchange or return policy, so I don't feel like I'm stuck with a plant. Like most stores, they'll say, because it's a live sale, especially tropical plants, they'll be like, if there's anything wrong with it, we're not going to take it back, no exchanges, you know, final straw. Whereas Richie's, they understand it's a live plant, things happen. So, you know, they're more willing to have a conversation. I never had any issues with any of the staff. It seems like it's almost like a family-owned business. Like they're just very friendly. It's a nice community. They always want to talk to you. They're always happy to see you. So I just like that feeling. And the fact of how open and positive and friendly they are makes me want to come back every single week, which I do. So I hope you enjoyed this plant tour. Comment down below some leaf emojis if you got it this far. But here we're going to go over some of the plants that I may have skipped over. So this is a Philodendron cordatum. I believe this is just the regular green Philodendron version. So I know there's the Philodendron Brazil, the lemon lime, and what's the other one? The white stripe. But yeah, if you just like the, you know, basic green variety, they have that here too. They got some nice succulents and cactuses, cacti, and I like to make some terrariums or like, you know, just the little planters with the cactus, and it just looks great. And yeah, I love how they always have the plant names and they have the affordable prices listed. It just makes it so much easier to shop. I really do just love being in this environment, just seeing all the plants, so much beauty. I like seeing people there shopping, you know, finding some nice rare plants or uncommon plants, just seeing the reaction, people going, oh my god, they have this, and even my reaction being like, oh my god, they have this plant I've been looking for so long. And because they get their products every single week, I just feel like there's so much variety. Like, for example, this shingling plant, I know a lot of people, this was their wish list plant because it kind of shingles as it climbs up anything that you give it. And look, it's here. They have established plants here. These are a little bit more pricier for me, for $49.99, $39.99, but they come with trellises. I feel like that would be like a nice investment, especially if you're a beginner plant parent or you're just getting into it. Maybe you're not too sure about climbing plants, you know, you don't know what to do with it. I think it's great that they have these plants already with trellises on them. And, you know, if you're looking to buy a more bigger established plant, you're not into the nurturing them and growing them up, you're like a little bit impatient, you're like, I want a big established plant, they have them here, okay, for affordable pricing, and it changes every single week. The one thing I will recommend is that if you see something that you like, get it, because I have definitely been there multiple times where I've wanted something and I came back and it was gone, and they never got it back. So I was really sad about that. Here is a large Philodendron Brazil for $41.99. That is pricey, you know, but these are looking nice and shiny, looking nice and new leaves. And then if you look down at the bottom, they have some nice philodendrons. I believe the Columbia or the El Choco Red, and these are also at a discount. So this is large leaves, right, for $15.99, and it's already some discount. So maybe they had like a damaged leaf, or you know, sometimes they have chipmunks coming into the store and they eat the plants. I thought that was cute, but yeah, they put them on there for a discount. So I just like the fact that I can get these discounted plants because I'm not going to spend the big bucks, you know, to get these plants. But majority of my collection has been from Richie's, and they are all well established. I've taken care of them. They've grown nice and healthy. So I'm definitely an advocate for Richie's. So this is one of the plants that I was kind of checking out, and it's a Monstera standleyana, and it's variegated, and these looked all so healthy, such nice variegations. But then I did my research, and maybe you guys can correct me down below in the comments, but this plant doesn't really size up like normal Monstera. So like if I were to put this on a moss pole, it wouldn't give me those large fenestrated leaves that I would be looking for. It would kind of stay almost the same size, and these leaves were already medium sized to me, so I kind of wanted something with like larger leaves. And these leaves are more like the narrow shape. They're not more oval or heart shaped. So I just decided, yeah, maybe $19.99 is not the price range for me. So I ended up not getting it. This is actually an uncommon plant, so I kind of felt I had to think about it, and I ended up thinking about it for a while, and I decided, you know what, no, it's not for me. So I skipped on that. But look how long. So if you let these trail, look at how they grow, and it just looked like these grow really quickly, even though online it said they grew slowly. So I was kind of a little bit confused about that one, but these ones looked so nice and healthy, and you can tell like they're trying to grow as if they want to climb on something, because they look like they're crawling plants, right? Just like Monsteras, but if you put them on something to climb, they will. So here are some Hoyas. I know everyone loves these Hoyas. These are pricey. So this one was $15.99. Is that a regular thing with Hoyas, that they're this expensive? I really love this Alocasia Red Secret. It's just in time for Halloween, and it just looks like it's giving alien vibes, you know. I just thought it looked super cool. Here's a large epiprenum aureum golden pothos, so it's $72.99. That is huge. They have it on a moss pole. Here's a variegated lipstick plant. I thought that was really cool. So it's $11.99. They do have a lot of variegated plants here. They do get them in. Here is a camouflage. So it's $25.99. This plant looks really, really good. I feel like this is like a Dieffenbachia a little bit, I think. But yeah, they have some anthuriums that they got in. They have a lot of different plants. Everything is different every single week. So I like to just kind of go in, browse, see what they have, compare the prices. They always have the lowest usually. Oh, and also they got some Monstera Thai constellations in, by the way, for $40. So in my last video there was some Monstera Thai constellations at Canadian Tire for $39.99. So Richie's has them for $41.99. So that's the rare time that their prices were more, but you know, healthy, established. If anything goes wrong, you can return the plant or exchange it. So I just wanted to bring you guys along, show you what this plant shop had. To me, I like watching these videos. It's very relaxing. I like to see what people have in their area. And it's funny because plants that may be uncommon to us is just like in abundance for other people, or vice versa. And so when I get to see them, I'm like, oh my god, you have these? Like, oh my god, I want them. And you know, I'll message people like, where did you get this? And they're like, yeah, I got it at like this random store, like this common store. And I'm like, oh well, we don't have them. So hopefully later on in life they will be able to get some of these more uncommon plants. But yeah, anyways, Richie's is my go-to, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment a leaf emoji down below if you got it this far, and comment what has been your favorite plant in this video so far. And if you have more than one, list them down below. But I just wanted to bring you along with me plant shopping. It's kind of like you're like shopping with me, like you're a friend, you know what I mean? Like bringing you along. If it's like I'm FaceTiming you and letting you know like what kind of plants we do have, what's the sales, you know, do you want me to buy this for you? So I thought you guys would like that and enjoy it. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.